we've got the Sideshow Con festivities going on, so we are here to tell you all about the exciting products that Hot Toys has on display for the summer convention season here. I am Amy with the marketing team at Sideshow.
And I'm Autumn with the marketing team as well.
And we are here to show you. We're going to take a look through the DC Comics Hot Toys figures, and we've got Star Wars and Marvel on display as well. So we are going to start off here with the Harley Quinn 6th scale figure from Arkham Knight. This is from the video game Masterpiece series, of course, with the expert, faithful likeness of Harley Quinn from the video game. She is in a highly detailed costume that has fabric elements, multitude of different materials going on as well. You guys can see that she has the puffed sleeve shirt as well as the faux leather bodice. She also has an extremely detailed pleated skirt with lace elements as well, black and white alternating. That is a beautiful fabric kind of layering that they have going on here. She also has dark blue-black leggings and that have the red pattern on the other side. Lots of her diamond-shaped kind of signature style. The back of her costume is also very detailed, if we can get in on that.
Absolutely.
I know we actually haven't shown the back of this figure in previous Hot Toy Summer showcases, but you guys can see the additional laces in her corset.
Oh, the back of her boots have the studs as well.
Yeah, the back of the boots have the
Studding
diamond stud details as well, and you can see the full pleating of that layer
and
of
the
lace.
lace up.
Yes, the lace-up gloves. And we also haven't shown the backside of her machine gun, but we did call out earlier that it has the pink lucky dice, but there's also a picture of the Joker.
Come on, focus on it, camera. There we go.
Very small picture of the Joker taped to the back of her machine gun. She does have her pigtailed portrait with the kind of fading blue and red dip dye. The pigtails are movable, so if you are getting into some action poses with this figure, you can accentuate the movement by moving the pigtails. And then we will just kind of finish up with a shot of her character base. So you guys can see that. It has a picture of her from the video game, as well as the nameplate that says Harley Quinn.
Love it. Super cool.
All of these Hot Toys 6 scale figures are extremely detailed, highly articulated, and you can get into a variety of action poses. Not displayed here, she does also come with a baseball bat and a mallet accessory, so you can get some of those more swinging movement poses in as well.
I love her pose there with Stitch in the background.
Next up, we do have another piece from the video game Masterpiece series, also from the game Arkham Knight. This is the Batman Beyond 6 scale figure. This is based on the updated video game version of the classic Batman Beyond suit, which first made its appearance in animation, but now it is reimagined as a tactically designed suit for Bruce Wayne as a part of this video game storyline. You guys can see that he has his extended wing cape, and he does have a dynamic figure stand, so you can do the flying poses with this piece. This and Harley are both available for pre-order on Sideshow.com, so you guys can check that out on our website. He does have a number of armored elements at his utility belt as well. You guys can see updated panels. This is also a highly posable figure. Around 30 points of articulation are included in this piece, and it has an incredibly detailed helmet and portrait that you can see with that kind of stealth mode facial sculpt.
There's something I'm seeing that I hadn't noticed before, but I love the wings. Do you see the...
Oh, it does have ribbing in the wings. I hadn't noticed that either. But this is, the wings are removable. We do have him on display with the wings here. It does add an extra size and presence to the character. But yes, there is ribbing detail almost as if real bat wings.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool. I hadn't seen it before.
Next up, we have from the DC Cinematic Universe, we have the Two-Face 6 scale figure from the Dark Knight trilogy. This has the incredibly detailed likeness of actor Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent, and we are seeing how cleanly cut the Two-Face portrait is. I mean, you can see that one side is Harvey Dent, but of course the other side of the coin and the man is Two-Face. He has an incredibly detailed facial sculpt with the red and black burn marks as well, the exposed sinew and muscle in his cheek. Very gruesome look. He is holding his two-face coin with which he uses to decide justice. And you can see that the suit there, matching the side of his two-face face, also has those burned elements and details as well.
Look how precise it is too. Just the one side of his collar is clean and perfect and white, and the other side is dingy and burnt.
Yes, Hot Toys has taken an
Love it.
incredible care to match the cinematic appearance of these characters. He also does have a fully tailored suit costume, complete with a dress shirt, necktie, suit pants, and the jacket. He also has a pistol in hand, and you can see he does have the Dark Knight movie base with his character nameplate. Not included in this picture, but included with the figure is he has an I Believe in Harvey Dent button accessory that you can have him holding as well in place of the coin. This is available on our website currently, so you can go to sideshow.com to check that out. Additionally, from the Dark Knight trilogy, we have a set of Cosbaby figures.
These guys.
These are Hot Toys, adorably smaller scaled, stylized versions of these characters. And we do have the Joker laughing version in the likeness of Heath Ledger's Joker in a very cute and cartoony style. He also does come with the interrogation table.
Nice.
We have the Catwoman with Batpod Cosbaby as Selena Kyle races off into the night. And then we have Batman, who is grimacing and wielding a Batarang. These are available on our website. These are a great and affordable piece of collectible history that you can add to your collection. Hot Toys does offer that really cute scale that does still capture all of the details that you love about these characters, whether from the makeup applications, the detailed costumes, the very detailed Batpod vehicle. And Hot Toys does have other Cosbabies that have vehicles, and we will show you a couple of them. But we do have a couple more DC 6 scales from the movie universe. This is the Aquaman 6 scale figure from the Aquaman film. Of course, the very accurate likeness of Jason Momoa with his bearded portrait and his long hair. That kind of has a nice sheen to it because he is Aquaman, Lord of the Seas. You can see that kind of transition between the underwater and above land texture to his hair. He has an incredibly detailed golden orange costume with countless scales detailed into that as well. And he has green gauntlets and armor. He does have some swap out glove pieces, and you can see right now he is in the grip configuration for holding his Atlantean trident, which is very detailed throughout and does include Atlantean etchings. He does have detailed fabric pants as well with the hexagonal pattern as accurate to his film appearance. And he does have a kind of
It's almost opalescent or iridescent.
Yeah, iridescent shimmering aspect to the green fabric and scaled parts of his boots. He does also come with a unique figure stand that is the kind of oceanic splash you are seeing. The figure stand has the dynamic character support base, so you can get some action poses in there. And this is just a really cool piece for your collection if you are a fan of the Aquaman film. And it really does capture the way that the classic Aquaman appearance was translated for the cinematic appearance on screen. Next, and that Aquaman and Superman both are in stock on our website currently, so you can order those now and have those sent to your collection very soon. This is the Superman 6 scale figure, particularly from the Justice League film. A very, very beautiful and well sculpted likeness of Henry Cavill. You can see that he does have the kind of coiffed hair sculpt as well. A very heroic expression on his face, a determined, focused eyeline. He does have a detailed fabric costume as well. He's got the pleated red cape over his shoulder. The Superman symbol, or the symbol of the House of L on his chest, has a metallic look to it, and the blue aspects of his suit also have a chainmail texture to them, and they catch the light really well. So the suit does glint depending on the lighting that you are standing in. You can see the figure's musculature beneath the suit as well, all the way down to his red boots. He does have a Justice League figure stand with the film's logo, as well as his nameplate, and a kind of detailed metallic environment there. And he does have the dynamic figure stand for recreating essential Superman flying poses. So like I said, this is also available in stock on our website currently. So if you are interested in adding him to your DC collection, you can do so at sideshow.com. Now we do have two Additional Cosbabies to show you guys. These are from the Tim Burton era of Batman. We have Catwoman with a whip. She also has a kitten accessory, but the particular name of the figure is Catwoman with whip. Very cute recreation of Michelle Pfeiffer's costume. I love the deviousness of her expression, as well as the cute and kind of unwitting appearance of the cat. She does have her character name on the base as well, and it is stamped with the Batman logo from this era of Bat films. And then there's the Batman with Batmobile Cosbaby. Batman does come out of the Batmobile, and of course this is the hyper stylized version of the vehicle with those really cool fins on the back of the car.
Let me get around and show that. Yes. All right.
Where
do we want to go now?
Let's go to the Star Wars.
Let's do that.
Show some of those world premiere items that just made their debut this week. So let's start with the Clone Wars.
Okay.
This has been a very, very exciting and well-received set. So previously this year, Hot Toys did reveal the Captain Rex 6th scale figure, announcing that they had the license to do Clone Wars figures. You guys can see him currently in a dynamic flight pose with his clone trooper helmet. This figure does come with an unmasked, unhelmeted portrait with the clone likeness, of course, based on the animated series, but Hot Toys is recreating realistic looks for these characters based on an amalgam of their animated counterparts and the film universe. So to go with Captain Rex, these are the prototypes currently pending approval. World premiere at Sideshow Con this week. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker as they appear in the Clone Wars era cartoon, but with a realistic appearance. Let's start with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes. He has a highly detailed fabric and sculpt element costume. You can see the aspects of his Clone Wars armor on his shoulders, as well as the different types of fabrics used for his undersuit and his tabards. And he has the sculpted armor all the way down to his knees with the boots.
There we go.
He does also have a very neutral kind of Star Wars interior ship base with his nameplate. He does have an LED light-up lightsaber. This is not currently on display, the light-up function, but it will be in the final production piece. And he is also holding a hologram projector, and this figure will come with a number of different characters in that blue hologram format, so you can show him corresponding with a number of people throughout his time as a general in the Clone Wars.
There we go.
This is currently, as I believe, the Anakin Skywalker hologram. I do love the kind of ribbed edges of that give the sense of the
it being a digital or
the sense of the digital appearance. It catches the light very well, and so that will be really cool to see. And of course, he does have a realistic head sculpt inspired by his animated appearance.
Okay.
Next to him, we have his second in command. We have Anakin Skywalker. This Anakin Skywalker has a stellar likeness, of course, but interestingly enough, it has a new hair sculpt, particularly for the Clone Wars era appearance to give that kind of volumized look and that specific shape. He's detailed with his scar, of course, and like Obi-Wan, he has a mixture of fabric and sculpted elements. He's got the insignia emblazoned on his shoulder armor, and this piece will come with several swap out elements so that you can display him with a cape. There's also battle damage, as I like to point out. Both he and Obi-Wan have substantial.
They've been through some skirmishes already.
Yes, battle damage that reflects the action that they've endured as a part of the Clone Wars thus far. He too will have an LED light up lightsaber, and I really do love the detail in the boots. And while these are prototypes, so we can't pose them here, as is expected with all Hot Toys pieces, these all come with multiple points of articulation, very detailed, accommodating to lots of different action poses that you will want to recreate in your collection. And so together, these three are the kind of launch of the Clone Wars. You can RSVP to be notified about the launch of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. You can go to side.show/new, sign up, submit your interest, and you will receive email or SMS notification when there are updates to the pricing, the gallery, the product launch on notification. And Captain Rex is already available for pre-order on our website, so you can check him out there.
Where do we want to go?
Let's go to Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
Let's kind of do the full round of the Star Wars podium.
Okay.
So once again, you guys are watching the Hot Toys Summer Showcase. We are here at Sideshow Con 2020, giving you a first look at all of the new prototypes and new releases, and a first in-person look at a lot of these great collectibles that Hot Toys has decided to exhibit this year. So this is the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder version. This is a 6-scale figure, also prototype pending approval. Luke Skywalker has a new hair sculpt, as well as a highly detailed Rebel flight helmet. It does have the visor and all of the elements that you would expect requisite to a Rebel flight member. He has an incredibly detailed costume. You can see the pleating all the way down the shoulders. This is meticulously tailored. You can see all the stitches. The suit is accommodating to poses as well. He does have the chest box and a utility belt. He's got several aspects of ship interior parts, and you can see that he has his lightsaber attached to his belt as well. Highly detailed figure for recreating scenes, especially those when he's just about to wrap up the legs of an AT-AT walker. The figure base does have the kind of snowy environment that gives you a sense of where he is at this point in the film. So you can add that to your Star Wars collection as well. This is the Jango Fett 6th scale figure. The new Jango Fett, I do believe, made its premiere at San Diego Comic-Con 2019, but this is the world premiere of the unhelmeted head sculpt in the likeness of Tamara Morrison. You can see that he does have detailed scarring as well. Really great expression on his face, very stern, and he does have that detailed sculpted hairline. Yeah, let's see if we can get around that figure.
Love it.
A fantastic portrait of Jango Fett. You can also see that he is kitted out with his Mandalorian equipment for bounty hunting. He does have a wrist-mounted rocket. He is currently holding his helmet in his hand, so there will be a helmeted portrait and then the unhelmeted, and you can display him with the rangefinder helmet off. He does have a number of blasters at his sides as well, and his utility belt bounty hunting kit, all the way down to his detailed boots. This is also a prototype pending approval once again, but you can RSVP to be notified at side.show/new.
I love this piece. It's a great one.
It's fantastic, and they did an amazing job with that unhelmeted head sculpt.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool that we get to see that, and fans of the prequels and the Clone Wars will have an awesome chance to add Jango Fett and all of his associated clones to their collections very soon.
Who is this guy?
This right here is the Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back version. You can see him, of course, posed very menacingly on top of his Cloud City base that will feature LED light-up functions. He also has LED light-up functions in the chest box and his life support system. The light displays are currently not on, but that will be in the final production piece. You can see his extremely detailed costume. I love the kind of punching on the leg material. He has many layers to this costume, including the pants and the underrobes. He does have a very menacing cloak and his detailed shoulder armor as well. Also not on display, but equally a feature, he does have a removable back part of the helmet, so you can see the exposed, burned and damaged head of Anakin Skywalker. He also does have a swap-out lightsaber hilt attachment, lightsaber blade attachment that has that dynamic motion effect. From Hot Toys, it does look like it's mid-swing blurring.
Great for action poses.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can get him, you can of course have him pontificating and delivering speeches quite like he is here. You can recreate the movie's climax, or you can do some lightsaber battles with Luke Skywalker, or whoever you choose to have Vader dueling with those really great action swing pieces. This is available for pre-order on our website right now as a part of their movie Masterpiece series, the Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back 6th scale figure. Up next, we have the Boba Fett vintage color version 6th scale figure that makes a great collector's item for fans of Boba Fett, but also for those who either had a vintage version Boba Fett toy when they were children, maybe no longer have it, or want to kind of recreate that sense of opening a vintage Star Wars toy. He has his highly detailed Mandalorian armor suit. You can see all the stitching in the different fabric elements of his undershirt, his detailed pants with various pockets in them. He also has wrist-mounted cannons. You guys can see the, I believe over the shoulder here, you can see the synthetic Wookiee pelts as hunting trophies that he has claimed for himself. And in the pants beneath his knee guards, he does have a variety of small weapons and blade-like accessories as a part of his bounty hunting kit. He also does have his kind of pointed spurs on the end of his boots, on the front end of his boots, might I add. And he does have his over-the-shoulder cape and the Mandalorian insignia on his shoulder. Of course, the helmet sculpt is also faithful to the character with the dent in the helmet, and he does have his Mandalorian rocket pack on his back. This is an amazing piece, and Hot Toys has even recreated the vintage aspect.
Yes.
Vintage aspect all the way down into the packaging with the front clear window, so you can display this piece in its box if you choose not to take it out. But it does have the silver border and the Boba Fett nameplate on it as well to really recreate the classic feel of a vintage Star Wars toy.
I love it.
That is available for pre-order on Sideshow.com as well as this Bounty Hunter and Child. This is the Mandalorian and the Child Deluxe 6-scale figure set by Hot Toys. Let's get a look at the both of them out here. So this is the Mando and Child as they are venturing through the deserts, looking to find where the child belongs in this world, but unknowingly forming an unbreakable bond and becoming a clan of two in the process. Now we know that this is the deluxe version because you do see the hovering pram configuration that neatly displays alongside the Mando's sand-covered figure base. Of course, not real sand, but it is a sculpted environment. And the hovering pram includes the child in one of the two configurations. This figure comes with two different versions of the child, one who is standing and then one who does have this sitting posture with a magnetic effect that you can attach to the pram like this. There's fabric swaddling cloths inside of the pram as well. But I believe the child itself is entirely sculpted. And then, of course, the Mandalorian has his detailed Beskar armor. You can see the Mudhorn insignia on his shoulder, and the costume does have fabric elements beneath. He does have a sort of a cape or hood on, as well as the fabric brown undershirt and clothes and pants. And then he does have some weathering detail on the last panel of armor on his thigh that is not quite Beskar yet. Oh, yeah. He also does have his wrist-mounted Whistling Birds weapon, and then he does come with a dynamic figure stand for those flight-based poses if you want to have him displayed like that, because he also does have a Mandalorian jetpack, as is befitting for the bounty hunters. He's got a very, very shiny profile there and very detailed. Let's take a look at...
we have a few more minutes. So
let's take a look at the 3 summer exclusives that we have here out of the 4 that Hot Toys did announce earlier this year. Let's start with Spider-Man 2099. This is the Spider-Man 2099 black suit 6-scale figure that is currently available for pre-order on Sideshow.com. This is from the Marvel Gamerverse of figures, of course, based on the hit game Marvel's Spider-Man. This is a number of one of the swap-out suits that Peter Parker features in the game, and this is a really cool piece for collectors because it recreates a beloved comic book suit as well as an extremely popular suit from the video game. So you can choose if you want to add this to your video game collection, but it also complements any Spider-Man collection from any part of the Marvel universe. He does have a extremely detailed costume with multiple points of articulation, I believe about 28 or 30, for crafting all of those expert actioning Spider-Man poses. He does have mixed material he has the fabric suit and then the slightly harder, but still flexible enough for posing red aspects that recreate that techno-futuristic 2099 logo. And then one of my favorite details about this is because of the history of Spider-Man 2099 and the spider DNA that he has in his body. He does have taloned fingernails, and Hot Toys has managed to capture that in the hand sculpt as well. You see him with the essential Spidey web-slinging pose here, but you can see that those gloved hands, even on the back hand, he does have the pointed edges of those nails, as well as the really cool fins on the red material on his arms. Nice. All the Spider-Man pieces come with dynamic figure stands, so you can get those really cool action poses. And then they do have bases that have a decal that matches their character suit from the game and their nameplate on the front, so you can keep your haul of Spidey armors organized and consistent. The next of the Hot Toys summer convention exclusives is the Whiplash 6-scale figure. This is a new version of the painted head sculpt. So this is a newly painted head sculpt, excuse me, of Whiplash. It is a reissue based on the original one that came out 10 years ago. So if you missed out on your first chance to get Whiplash, but you have other aspects of the Iron Man 2 collection, especially the Iron Man Mark V, you do want to check this figure out, add him to your collection. You can have him battling Tony Stark on the Monaco Speedway. The Mark V is the suitcase armor, and Whiplash matches that perfectly. His body sculpt is incredibly detailed with tattoos over practically every surface. You can see on his hands and on his wrists. He has tattoos up to his neck, on his abdomen as well. There are tattoos all over him, and they are all very detailed, very cleanly painted, so you can see their designs. There you can see his character base as well as the electrified whips that give him his signature name. He does have a fabric costume for the lower half of his body as well, the kind of tattered work slacks and overalls. And then he does have faux leather fabric elements in the kind of holsters that hold the arc reactor to his chest. And he does have a light up arc reactor feature on the chest and the back of the figure as well. And I just noticed that he's got the kind of gray stripes in his hair as well. Hot Toys has done a fabulous job with the detail on this piece, and it is an exciting chance for fans who either missed the original release or have other characters that they would like to pair Whiplash with. So he will be available sometime during the week of Sideshow Con. You'll want to check on our daily update blogs to find out when exclusives are going live. You'll want to register at side.show/con. Registration is totally free if you want a chance to be notified right when this piece goes up for pre-order as a summer convention exclusive.
All right, last one.
Last one. Finally, of the 4 summer exclusives they announced, we don't have the Stan Lee Ragnarok cameo, but you can see pictures of it on our website and on Hot Toys Social. But the third summer convention exclusive piece we have here is the Iron Man Mark IV holographic version. The Mark IV suit is from the Iron Man 2 film, but this is an entirely original design by Hot Toys, a beautifully creative piece in the same vein as their neon tech for fans of Iron Man who want unique armors that feel so naturally like a part of Tony Stark's armory. Like Iron Man pieces, this will come with an LED light up feature in the arc reactor, the chest, the arc reactors, the chest, the hands, and the eyes. But what is unique about this, as I'm sure you can see, is the holographic kind of paint job and materials that give this piece a very, very technological, almost ghostly feel to it. It has a matte gold and red exterior shell that is translucent, so you can see the mechanical inner workings of the Iron Man suit. And for those wondering, the interior of the suit does have die-cast elements that help strengthen the articulation performance of this figure. Hot Toys always makes extremely detailed Iron Man pieces that can capture a range of motion for Tony Stark's posing and blasting and even flight aspects. So this is another incredibly detailed piece by Hot Toys. Let's see if we can get kind of on the side, you see a little bit more of that technological detail.
Oh, yeah.
You see the wrist rockets that are opened up, as well as some of the panels on his shoulders, adding to the detail of this Iron Man collection. I think this is such a beautifully imaginative piece.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
there
I was blocking his light. Beautifully imaginative piece, and there are still elements that aren't the matte translucent, but they're used very sparingly to enhance the silhouette of this Iron Man piece. And I think that the die-cast element strengthening the articulation performance and the strength of the pose is a fabulous feature as well. Makes this a natural addition to any Iron Man collection, especially if you love those original designs that Hot Toys has been coming up with throughout the years. So that will also be available for pre-order sometime this week at sideshow.com. I think that about does it for today's Hot Toys Summer Showcase, but every day at 4 p.m. from July 20th to the 26th, we will be participating in the Hot Toys Summer Showcase and featuring these items here for you guys. So if a figure you wanted to see didn't quite make it into today's show, please come back tomorrow. We will do our best to feature everything, and we are covering all of these characters in rotation throughout the week. Sideshow Con, as I mentioned, is going from July 20th to the 26th. It is your chance to pre-order some of these summer convention exclusives, also RSVP for the new prototypes that haven't gone up for pre-order yet, but will be coming very soon. We are so excited to have you guys participating with us all week, checking out these new collectibles and sharing your love of your favorite characters with us.
Absolutely.
Go to side.show/con for all the updates and the daily news on the show, especially when the convention exclusives release. Be sure to register. Registration is completely free and only a benefit to you because you get access to more of the features that we have to offer at this show.
You know what I don't know we mentioned enough too is all the insanely long list of discounts that are happening right now.
Oh, that's right.
It's what's the short link again?
Side.show/con discounts.
Yes, if you guys go there, it's a huge list of discounts.
It is also featured on sideshow.com/blog if you can't
Yes.
find it through the short link, but there is a huge list of discounts. Browse it, find some new things to add to your collection during this summer convention season.
Absolutely.
Check our social media for the latest updates. And until then, we will see you guys again at 8 a.m. Pacific time for
Actually, tonight we're going to be live in the Facebook group. Paul and I will be live. This is Autumn again. We're going to be live in the Facebook group tonight at 6 o'clock just to wrap up the day, chat with you guys, see what you liked, see what you want to see tomorrow. And we might have some other fun, cool stuff coming.
Alrighty, that's as good a reason as any to tune in. It's also good to check in on what you may have missed during the day. There's contests running on all of our socials.
Yes.
But the next booth tour live stream
Yes.
we will be hosting, Autumn and I, which is Amy, will be at 8 a.m. Pacific on Thursday, July 23rd. That's day 4
Yes.
of Sideshow Con. Oh my goodness, hope you guys aren't getting tired yet. We still have so much stuff to show you.
Yep, you guys got to stretch.
So be sure to-
hydrate. We
yeah.
still got days to go.
Yes, and I will rest my voice for the night.
Yes.
And we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this part of the Hot Toy Summer Showcase. We'll see you soon. And as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.